Well, good evening from Jack Williams Stadium. Game 2 here of the North Dakota Class A East Division Tournament. Fargo Post 400 Comets versus the Fargo Post 2 Jets. Play-in game between these two teams. First game here, play-in game today. West Fargo Vets losing to Valley City 5-1. Valley City moves on. They'll play Devil's Lake tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Winner of this play-in game, I'm going to go ahead and play Wahpeton. They're the number 2 seed, actually. So a win or go home scenario for both of these teams. Fargo Comets, the 10 seed, the Fargo Jets, the 7 seed, based on play within the East Division. So first pitch will be coming up here momentarily for these two teams. Coaches shaking hands with the umpires. Comets, the visiting team on the scoreboard. Lineup for the Comets: Kelvin Youngling, I think. We'll get that figured out. Josh Tandesky, Alex Christofferson, Jace Burns, Caleb Blanchette, Jack Gould, Peyton Amsbaugh, Cameron Bevel, and Grant
Ladies and
Schlechter.
gentlemen, welcome to Jack Williams Stadium.
The lineup for the Comets.
American Legion Baseball. Tonight's game is part of the East Region Class A baseball tournament, and it will be between
for the
Comets and the Post
Jets.
2 Jets.
Their order: Quinn Miller, Brady Hecker, Ethan Eibach, Andrew Perrault, Ozzie Egan,
introducing our visitors, Post 400
Harper Schultz, Andrew Hansen, Jeremiah Beckham, and Christian Gomez.
As I give the names. First for the non-starters, number 10, Dylan Salbert.
We'll do introductions here, so we'll take a short break.
Yates.
All right, team's about ready to take the field. Introductions made here at Jack Williams Stadium. Fargo Comets versus the Fargo Jets, play-in game. For these two teams, as noted earlier, Valley City beats West Fargo 5-1. Valley City moves on. West Fargo's season comes to an end.
And here comes your post 2 Jets.
Brady Hecker, starting pitcher tonight for post 2. Kevin Jiskra, the starter for post 400. These two teams met earlier this year. Jets winning both games, doubleheader. Always tough to beat a team 3 times. See if the Jets can do that tonight. Galvin Jungling leads it off here for post 400. Third baseman wears number 3. First pitch from Hecker. Hit him. Well, right off the bat, Fargo post 400 gets a base runner with a hit by pitch.
Shortstop. Number 8, Josh Tandeschi.
And bring up Tandeschi. Shortstop wears number 8. Eibach now holds the runner at first. Hecker with his second pitch here this evening. In for a strike, breaking ball. Flag pole is operational here in center field. Got that fixed just in time for the tournament here. Flag not really moving there in center field. Swing and miss by Tandeschi. No balls, 2 strikes. Pretty good crowd here tonight at Jack Williams, filling in 2 local teams. Earlier game, Valley City and West Fargo, pretty good crowd as well. Throw over. Some of the younger teams, I think, from the programs here, watching the older kids play, and some of the other teams locally that'll be playing throughout the week. Also in attendance, filling in some of the stands and bleachers here at Jack Williams. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So one of these teams has to win in order to move on into the bracket of 8. Hecker throws to first. Jungling back in safe. Here's the 1-2. A little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 2-2 pitch to Tandeschi, popped up. Miller going back. Calls it, makes the catch, 1 away. Batter, center fielder wears number 2 for post 400. One away, runner on first. Throw over, Jungling back in. Jungling started the inning, hit by the pitch. Hecker's first pitch. Stands at first base now with 1 out. Hector's pitch outside, 1 ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fly to center. Schultz takes a couple steps back. Makes the catch, 2 away.
Now up to bat, second baseman, number 34, Jace Burns.
That'll bring up Burns. Number 34. Cleanup hitter for post 400. Second baseman. Jungling still on first, hit by pitch to start the game. Hecker looks in and delivers. Runner goes. No throw. Jungling in with stolen base. Runner in scoring position here for Burns. Here's the 1-0 inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Trying to think of the last time I saw a second baseman hitting cleanup. Seems like that does not happen often. I'm sure one will come to mind. 2-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play.
Fans, please be alert and watch for foul balls as they enter the seating area. Please help us by returning all foul balls to the concession stand for a treat.
Two-one now, 2 outs, runner on second. Fouled. Actually went off the handle there of Burns' bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Hecker trying to get past that leadoff hit by pitch. Jungling on second. 2 away here. 2 strike, 2 balls pitch. Popped it up. Peralt going back. Gephardt coming in. Peralt makes the catch, and that retires post 400. End of a half inning, no score.
Also, Fargo Post 2 Baseball is streaming live this game on YouTube. Games are free to watch.
Well, back to Jack Williams here, bottom of the first inning.
Or smart TV. Just go to YouTube and search Fargo Post 2 Baseball. Thanks to Walker Morris for sponsoring our live streaming.
Gavin Jiskra, the starting pitcher here for post 400. Quinn Miller, as he has done a good portion of the season, leads it off for the Jets.
Coming to the plate, leadoff batter, third baseman, number 8, Quinn Miller.
Miller wears 8, short playing at third base tonight. Trying to get things started for the Jets. Hecker on deck. Ibach to follow. Swing and a miss by Miller. Foul back now. Quickly 2 strikes on Miller. Oh, hit Miller. He'll take his base.
Now coming to the plate, the pitcher, number 4, Brady Hecker.
Now to bring up Hecker. Miller on first. Comets. Hecker flies one to right. Gould steps back. He makes the catch. 1 away. Post 400 ended the season with a couple wins over Renner, South Dakota.
Now up to bat, first baseman number 24, Ethan Ibach.
Beating Renner 9-2 and 11-1 last Friday, so they come in with a 2-game winning streak. Of course, the Jets split with the Bombers on Sunday, fouled back. Jets lost game 1 to the Bombers and walked off game 2. So both teams coming in on a winning streak here to this must-win play-in game. Throw over, Miller back. No balls and a strike here to Ethan Ibach. Of course, Ibach, a senior here. He'll be trying to extend his Legion playing career at least one more day. Fouled back. Senior night here on Sunday. All of our Post 2 seniors, both Jets and Post 2, were recognized that afternoon and evening. So congratulations to our seniors moving on. We'll miss them here in our Post 2 Legion program. 0-2 now to Ibach. Miller on first. Hit by pitch to start the game. Jiskra, the pitcher for Post 400. Oh-2 pitch, high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller on first. 1-2 pitch, Ibach. Breaking ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 now. Pitch from Jiskra. Hit hard to second. Bobbled by the second baseman. On to first. Burns fielded it, booted it off his glove, able to recover in time to throw out Ibach. Miller advances to second, so
coming to the plate for the Jets, shortstop, number 3, Andrew Peralt.
So Peralt the batter. First pitch outside, ball 1's been swinging a good bat the last 4 or 5 games. Shortstop Andrew Peralt wears number 3. Miller on second, runner in scoring position here. 1-0 pitch. Ball's hit to center. Christofferson there makes the catch, retires the Jets. End of 1, no score. Now, top of the second inning, post 400 coming to bat. Both teams get a base runner in their half of the first inning, both by hit batters.
Now up the bat. Catcher, number 7, Caleb Blanchett.
That'll bring up Blanchett. Catcher, number 7. 5-hitter for post 400. Breaking ball in, 1 strike. Ball outside. Hecker loses his hat on that pitch. Little breeze now coming in from center field. A 1-1 pitch in for a strike. Another breaking ball there. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hecker works here to Caleb Blanchett. 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Gephardt coming in. Peralta out. Peralta makes the catch. 1 away.
Coming to bat for the Comets, the DH, number 11, Jack Gould.
Thanks to our friends at Dakota Fence. I understand got that flagpole fixed quickly. First pitch swung on and missed. The Gould, designated hitter, wears number 11. There's the 0-1 pitch, lined into left center field for a hit. Gould gathers the first hit for post 400.
Now coming to the plate, first baseman, number 13, Peyton Amsbaugh.
I'm going to bring up Peyton Amsbaugh. First baseman. Squares the bunt. Takes strike 1. So Gould on, collects the first hit for post 400. Base runner now in each of the first 2 innings for post 400. Hecker throws over. A 1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Gould leads off first. Hecker delivers. Little high. Amsbaugh checked his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No, another ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two pitch here from Hecker upcoming. That's there, called 3rd strike.
Now up to bat, right fielder, number 14, Cameron Bevel.
That'll bring up Cameron Bevel, number 14. Right fielder. Two-way here, top of the second inning. First pitch to Bevel, down low, ball 1. Winner go home game. Play in here to the full 8-team tournament that starts here tomorrow. Ball outside. Hecker loses his hat again. Games start tomorrow at noon. West Fargo Aces and Castleton play here at Jack Williams. 2-0 pitch here from Hecker. That's high. 3 balls, no strikes now to Bevel. 2:30 game tomorrow, Devils Lake, Valley City. 5 o'clock game will be Wahpeton and the winner of this game, and then the 7:30 game will be the Bombers, Fargo Bombers versus Kindred. 3-0 pitch now to Bevel. In for a strike. Hecker loses that hat again. So 4 games tomorrow here at Jack Williams. They'll all be broadcast on this channel. 3-1 from Hecker is low. Ball 4.
For the Comets, coming up to bat, left fielder number 6, Grant Schluchter.
That'll bring up Schluchter. Grant Schluchter. Left fielder wears number 6. Runner on first and second. Hecker's breaking ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Gould started it with a single. Bevel draws a 5-pitch walk. Comets now with runners on first and second, 2 away. That's outside. So quickly 2 balls, no strikes. There's a strike, 2-1. Two-one here from Hecker with a couple on, trying to work out of a little bit of a jam. Hat keeps coming off there for Hecker. Now 3 balls and a strike. Grant Schluchter here. 3-1 pitch outside. Now Comets got the bases loaded.
Brings up the top of the order, third baseman, number 3, Calvin Jungling.
Single by Gould, and now a couple of free passes by Hecker. Brings us to the top of the order. Calvin Jungling hit by pitch in his first at bat. Pulls 400 with a chance to strike early. Must-win game for both teams. So Jungling, the batter, bases loaded here for post 400, top of the second inning. That one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Chance here for 400, take an early lead. That one misses now. Hecker kind of laboring here a little bit to find the strike zone. There's a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jungling. There we go, 2-2. So bases full of Comets here. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Hecker works out of a big jam there. Leaves 3 on. The end of 1.5, no score.
Now coming up to bat for the Jets, second baseman, number 7, Ozzie Egan.
Bottom of the second, Egan leads it off for the Jets. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Where's number 7? There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice little feature on Post 2 social media over the weekend, or maybe it was Monday, on some of the brothers we have here in the Post 2 program. Ozzie and his brother Seath, one of those pair. Grounds out to second base. Burns throws out Egan, 1 away. Yeah, it was an interesting post there on our social media site. Maybe 6 or 7 brother combos here in the Post 2 program.
26, Harper Schultz.
Including some twins, several sets of twins. Schultz squares, drops a bunt, gonna roll foul. 1 strike, good idea. Harper runs well. Now he's going to take a minute to walk all the way back to home plate. Not in any hurry. So no balls and a strike. Schultz, the batter. Bats here in the bottom of the second inning. Trying to get things started with 1 away. Nice breaking ball in. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch here to Schultz. Flown to center. Christopherson back a step or 2, makes the catch, 2 away. Good contact there, but right at the center fielder. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Andrew Hansen.
Andy Hansen.
One ball, no strikes to Hansen. 2 away quickly here for Fargo Jets. Hansen swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball outside, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 away here. Bottom of the second inning. Curveball popped up. Third baseman's there, makes the catch. That will retire the Jets.
No hits, no errors, no one left on. After 2 complete, the score remains 0-0.
End of 2, no score.
Fans. Josh Tandeschi.
Tandeschi leads it off. Top of the third inning for Fargo Post 400. Left the bases loaded. A good opportunity to push one across, but Brady Hecker worked out of a bit of a jam. First pitch, a strike. No balls and a strike now to Tandeschi. Strike two is in. Oh, 2 pitch, high. No balls, 2 strikes. Two now. Hecker delivers. Grounded to Eibach. Fielded cleanly, steps on the bag, 1 away. 3 unassisted there for Tandeschi.
Center fielder number 2, Alex Christopherson.
I'll bring up center fielder Christopherson. Flew out to Schultz in his first at bat. 0 for 1. Pitch from Hecker. Inside, no balls. 1 ball, no strike. One 0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. No score, top of the third inning. There's a strike. Two balls, 1 strike now. Christopherson the batter. Hecker the pitcher. 2-1 pitch. Curveball by the shortstop into center field. The ball was hit sharply.
Now off the bat, second baseman, number 34, Jace Burns.
So single for Christopherson starts it off for Post 400. Runner goes, Beckham's throw, not in time. Christopherson steals second. Oh. Runner in scoring position here with 1 out for Fargo Post 400. Second baseman, Jace Burns. Left-handed hitting cleanup hitter. Doesn't look like a second baseman. 1-1 pitch here from Hecker. Fouled back, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Christopherson. Single, steals second. He stands on second base. 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. Nice throw from Beckham. I didn't see the call. Steals it. Wow. Looked like they had him, but call from the base umpire there was safe. Beckham made a nice throw. Good jump, though. Christopherson got a really good jump on Hecker. Beats Beckham's throw. A runner on third now with 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Oh, outside. Got him. Outside corner gets Burns looking.
Now coming to the plate, catcher, number 7, Caleb Blanchett.
It's 3 strikeouts now for Brady Hecker. 2 away. Still that runner at third base. Brings up Caleb Blanchett. Left fielder for Post 400. There's a ground ball to second, fielded by Egan. On to Eibach. Tires Post 400.
For Post 400.
Leave that runner at third base at the end of 2.5. No score.
And there were
bottom of the third inning. Beckham leads it off for Fargo Jets. No balls and a strike. Right-handed hitting catcher, number 6. Jeremiah Beckham. Hits it to center. Christofferson comes in. He's there. He makes the catch. 1 away. Retires Beckham. That'll bring up Christian Gomez.
Number 14, right fielder Christian Gomez.
Ball high, 2 balls, no strikes. Now to Gomez. Nine hitter for Fargo. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike. Two 2-1 pitch here from Jiskra. Lined up the middle. And fielded by the second baseman, Burns. Ball gets by the first baseman. Oh, Gomez trying to go to second, and he just barely makes it in. So single. It should be an infield single for Gomez on a ball that appeared like it was going to go through, but then that last hop on the grass slowed it up. The ball was fielded by Burns and thrown away.
Third baseman, number 8, Quinn Miller.
So single, and then a throwing error on Burns allows Gomez to get to second. So runner on second now with 1 out. That'll bring up Quinn Miller. Ball low here to the leadoff hitter, Miller. Jiskra here for post 400. Only giving up a hit. Miller hits one hard to the first baseman off his glove. That ball's going to sneak into right field. Gomez going to be held right there. Score that an error. Error there on first baseman.
Now at the bat,
Peyton Amsbaugh.
Brady Hecker.
So that'll move Gomez to third. Miller now with a good lead on first brings up Hecker, trying to help his cause. Starting pitcher Brady Hecker bats. Runners on first and third, bottom of the third. One pitch here coming from Jiskra. Breaking ball down, 1-1. Well, Gomez starts the inning with an infield single. Takes second on a throwing error. Miller hits one sharply to first base. Misplayed by the first baseman. Fouled back. Yeah, moves Gomez to third, so now runners at first and third, 1 away. Hecker bats. Ibach on deck. So win or go home here for either team, or for one of these teams. Hecker grounds it to short. Gomez scores, and Hecker reaches on a fielder's choice.
Now at the bat, first baseman, number 24, Ethan Ibach. Mason Klein running for Hecker.
So courtesy runner for Brady Hecker is number 1. Ibach hits one into right field.
For the Jets, 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2.
That will retire
and 1 left on.
the Jets. They get a run, and at the end of 3, 1-0.
Comets, 0.
Top of the fourth. Fargo's post 400. They'll find themselves down 1-0. Jack Gould leads it off, singled in his first at bat. He's 1 for 1. Swings and misses. A 1 pitch to Gould outside. Post 400's left 5 on tonight. 1 in the first, left the bases loaded in the second. Left a runner at third in the third. Nice curveball from Hecker. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hecker's got some good pop. Curveball's working tonight. 1 and 2 now to Gould, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the fourth. Outside, 2 and 2. Perfect night here at Jack Williams. 0 wind. Just outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hecker worked the corner there. Nice crowd here at Jack Williams. Second game of this tournament. 3-2 pitch fouled back. Thanks to our online listeners, able to participate. For those outside the area, unable to get down to the stadium. 3-2 pitch now. Swung on and missed. 1 away.
Now to bat, first baseman, number 13, Peyton Amsbaugh.
We'll bring up the first baseman, Amsbaugh. Struck out looking in his first at bat. So 4 games tomorrow, starting at noon. Here at Jack Williams. First one will be West Fargo and Castleton, followed by Devils Lake, Valley City. Nice curveball low. 5 o'clock game tomorrow will be winner of this game versus Wahpeton. And the 7:30 game will be the Fargo Bombers and Kindred. Foul down the first base line. So full day of baseball here at Jack Williams tomorrow. Only one of these 2 teams will move on. And grounded towards Eibach. He fields it. Steps on the bag, 2 away. 3 unassisted for Amsbaugh. That'll bring up.
The Comets, right fielder number 14, Cameron Bevel.
That'll bring up Cameron Bevel. Guess you could call this popped up by Bevel. Beckham gives chase and makes a fantastic catch. Sliding into the warning track just in front of the post 400 dugout. Jeremiah Beckham
No runs, no hits, there were no errors.
retires Cameron
No
Bevel.
time. After 3.5, score remains Jets 1, Comets 0.
And to 3.5. 1-0. Fargo Jets.
Andrew Roll.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Peralt leads it off. Flew to center. His first at bat, 0 for 1. There's a strike. Jets got one in the bottom of the third, lead 1-0. Fouled. A lot of play to the right side. Oh, 0-2 now to Peralt. Low. Ball skips away from Blanchette. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the fourth. Outside now, 2-2. So 4 teams from this tournament move on to the state tournament. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit back up the middle to short. Kicked by the shortstop. Peralt's going to reach. Error there. Tandeschi fielded it cleanly, took it off the chest.
Coming to bat, number 7, second baseman, Ozzie Egan.
3 errors now for the Comets. 2 fielding errors and a throwing error. Going to bring up Egan. Peralt on first now. Egan fouled back and out of play. Peralt runs well. See what Coach Boutain has in mind here. Barks out the numbers. One strike on Egan. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wow. The catcher throws the ball over Jiskra's head, almost into center field. Remember, that was a common problem in youth baseball. I haven't seen it here in Legion ball. 1-1 now to Egan. Peralt on first, reaches on an error. Breaking ball outside, 2 balls and a strike. Two and one now to Egan. Peralt inches off of first. Jiska throws over. Peralt back in time. Schultz on deck. Two-one pitch. Lined into right field for a single. Peralt's going to round second. Stay right there. So nice wrap there for Egan. Egan 1 for 2 on the night now.
Now up the bat, Harper Schultz.
Schultz bats now with runners on first and second. Hansen on deck. Schultz tried to reach on a bunt in his first at bat. Flew to center. 0 for 1 tonight. Squares the bunt. Gets down a fantastic bunt. He's going to beat that one out. Certainly. He does. That's going to load the bases. So what starts as a sac attempt ends up in an infield single for Schultz.
Now off the bat, DH, number 17, Andy Hansen.
That'll bring up Hansen. That's going to bring a mound visit. Comets coaching staff. So Peralt starts the inning, reaches on an error. Egan singles to right. And then bunt single for Schultz. Loads the bases here for the Comets. I'm sorry, for the Jets. Bottom of the fourth, already leading 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits for the Jets. They've been the beneficiary of 3 post-400 errors. Couple throwing miscues. 1 throwing miscue, 2 fielding miscues. You need to win this game here. Either one of these teams will move on. They'll draw the Wahpeton, the 2 seed in this tournament is Wahpeton. Winner of the other play-in game, the earlier play-in game, Valley City, draws the 1 seed tomorrow. It'll be a 2:30 start time. So Hansen bats. He's got the bases full here. Infield in on the corners. Roughly double play depth up the middle. Peralt on second. On third, Egan on second. Schultz on first. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes here on Hansen. Beckham on deck. Beckham's been hitting the ball well lately. Hansen, no balls, 2 strikes. Hits that ball to center field. Christofferson over. Peralt tagging. It's going to be a play at the plate. Peralt is out. That's a double play right there. Double play. Very shallow. Surprised Coach Boutain sent Peralt on that one. No, he's been aggressive all year and he continues it there. So
now off the bat, the catcher, number 6, Jeremiah Beckham.
Egan does tag and go to third. Schultz stays at first. So now runners at first and third, 2 away. Beckham the batter. Just trying to get out of a little bit of a jam here. Takes a ball high. And good throw there by Christofferson, right on the money. Had a few of those this year. We've seen some good throws from the outfield. Ball outside, 2-0 now to Beckham. Gomez on deck. Chance, I'm surprised they haven't sent Schultz here. Trying to mix it up a little bit. And that's popped up down the first baseline. And that will retire the Jets here in the fourth. They leave a couple on. End of 4, 1-0.
No runs on. Coming up the bat with the Comets, left fielder, number 6, Grant Schluchter.
Top of the 5th. Schluchter leads it off for the 400 Comets. First pitch grounded back up the middle. Fielded by Peralt. Nice stab onto Ibach. One away.
Coming up to bat, lead off, third baseman, number 3, Calvin Jungling.
Nice play there by the shortstop, 6-3. We'll bring up Jungling. Hit by a pitch, his first at bat. Struck out. His second at bat, 0 for 2. Well, Jets had an opportunity there in the bottom of the fourth. Similar to the opportunity Comets had back in the second, so both teams leaving some runners. There's a ball looping into center. That's going to fall in front of Gomez. Single there for Jungling.
For the Comets coming to the plate, shortstop, number 8, Josh Andesky.
Brings up Tandesky. Nice bunt by Tandesky down the third baseline, fielded by Hecker. Nice throw over to Ibach. Well, Tandesky does his job, gets a nice bunt down. Hecker makes a nice defensive play. Ibach follows it up with a nice
center fielder,
scoop.
Alex Christopherson.
Gets the second out of the inning. We'll bring up Christopherson, the center fielder. He's flown to center. Singled. 1 for 2. Both pitchers have thrown well here tonight. There's a fly ball to left. Gephardt's going to track that one. He's not going to get to it all the way to the wall. He's going to tie the game. Second hit for Alex Christopherson, the center fielder, ties this one at 1.
Now coming to the plate, second baseman, number 34, Jace Burns.
Bring up the second baseman, Burns. He's 0 for 2. Popped to short, struck out looking. 1-1 now. That's 4 hits for the Comets. Pitch now from Hecker. Breaking ball fouled back. One pitch. Inside. 2 balls and a strike. 2 away, 1 run in. Jungling singles. Sacrifice the second and then the Christopherson double. Makes it a 1-1 game. Burns trying to keep this inning alive. High now, 3-1. So pitching does become a premium in this kind of a tournament. Both these teams do need to win to advance. 3-1 fouled down the third baseline and into the bullpen. Jets here basically playing the Brady Hecker card. Trying to advance. Post 400 using Gavin Jiskra to do the same thing. have to win here this evening for either of these teams to move on. Outside, that puts runner on. Burns, runners on first and second now.
Coming to the plate, catcher, number 7, Caleb Blanchett.
Brings up Caleb Blanchett. One tie game. Christofferson on second, Burns on first. Blanchett the batter. One already in here for post 400. There's a strike. Hecker a curveball. Hecker steps off. Christofferson scampers back to the bag. 0-1 here on Blanchett. Foul back now. No balls, 2 strikes. Hecker trying to work out of this jam. He had a little bit of a jam back in the second inning. He left the bases loaded. Trying to work out of a similar situation here. 1 run in. Couple runners on. No balls, 2 strikes to Blanchett. Throw back to Egan there. That ball looked from up here as though it may be headed into center field, but Egan was there to gobble it up. Nice lead now for Christofferson. Hecker's 0-2 inside, tries to steal. He missed the tag there. Miller. Throw beat him. Double steal there. Very good base running here tonight by post 400. Second time they've stole third base on catcher Jeremiah Beckham. Throw beat him, but tag didn't get there, so it's runners on second and third here. 2 outs, 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hecker trying to get out of a jam here. Ball's grounded to short. Fielded by Peralt. Across the infield to Eibach. Blanchett is out. Fargo Comets do get 1, and at the end of 4.5, 1-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. Fargo post 2 Jets coming to bat.
Leading off for the Jets, right fielder number 14, Christian Gomez.
Gomez the batter. Reached on a single. Infield single, his first at bat. One of 3 hits for the Jets tonight. First pitch, a strike. No balls and a strike. That's high, 1-1. Hecker, the starting pitcher for Fargo. Post 2, it's pitched 5 innings. Giving up 1 run on 4 hits. Jiskra here for Fargo Comets. Starts his 4th inning. Giving up 1 run on 3 hits. 3 errors behind Jiskra tonight. Fouled. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And 1 run unearned for Jiskra. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside, count full. Crosstown rivalry here between post 400 and post 2. Three-two pitch to Gomez. Low, ball 4. Christian gets a walk here to lead off. Bottom of the 5th. It's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Quinn Miller. Walked and reached on an error.
Third baseman, number 8, Quinn Miller.
Miller 0 for 1 with that walk. Gomez on first now, nobody out. Ball low from Jiskra, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 to Miller. That's outside, 2-0. Jiskra falls behind Miller after walking Gomez. Jets had the bases loaded in the 4th. There's a line drive into right field for a hit. Gomez going to be held at second. Miller singles. That's his first hit of the night. So just like last inning, Jets are able to.
Coming to play for the Jets, number 4, pitcher Brady Hecker.
Get their first couple base runners on, and that'll bring up Brady Hecker. Trying to help his cause here. Hecker 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice. Flew to right. Hecker squares. Fouled. Trying to sacrifice those runners over. So first baseman way in. Third baseman back. Quite a bit, actually. 0-1 here to Hecker. Squares again. Unable to get the bunt down. Has not been asked to bunt much this season. So now 2 strikes. See what Coach Boutain dials up here now. Gomez on second. Miller on first, nobody out. Hecker the batter. That's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tie game. 1-2 pitch. Hit to third. On to second one. On to first, double play. Fantastic play there by the Comets. That's their second double play here in the last 2 innings. Really helping them get out of some jams.
Now up to bat, first baseman, number 24, Ethan Ibach.
So 2 away. Gomez on to second. We'll bring up Ibach. Well, Hecker hit the ball hard right at the third baseman. Well, the second retires Miller, and then Hecker down 4-3. Well, second double play there for the Comets. Erases 1 base runner, but Gomez now on third base. Ibach, the batter, 2 away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball bounces to the left of Blanchette. 2 balls and a strike. Ibach 0 for 2. Two-one pitch here to Ethan Ibach. Popped up. Center field. Christopherson makes his way almost into right center, makes the catch. That retires the Jets. They do leave 1 on.
No hits, there was 1 left on. After 5 complete, score is tied.
After 5 innings, score is still tied.
Number 11, Jack Gould.
Well, top of the 6th inning. Fargo pulls 400 coming to bat. Comets. Designated hitter Jack Gould leads it off. Yeah, he lines one into center field. That's Jack's second hit of the night. Two for 3 for Gould.
Number 13, first baseman Peyton Amsbaugh.
And bring up Amsbaugh. Well, both teams tonight leaving some runners on base. Comets had a rally in the 2nd. A little rally in the 5th. Squares. Strike. 1-1 now to Amsbaugh. Jets had a good chance in the 4th, good chance in the 5th. Double play in each of those innings. There's a ball high from Hecker. Gould on first, singles to start the 6th inning. There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Amspaugh. 0 for 2. Tonight, Gould with lead at first. Hecker throws over. Youthful umpiring crew we have here this evening. Fouled back, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two games here at Jack Williams today. First one, Valley City beats the West Fargo Vets 5-1. 1-2 pitch. Skips away from Beckham. Gould will get to second. Well, Valley City moving on. Winner of this game moves on. Valley City winning today. They'll play Devil's Lake tomorrow. Winner of this one draws Wahpeton. 2-2 now to Amspaugh. Swung on and missed. Hecker still with some good velocity.
Now up to bat, right fielder number 14, Cameron Bevel.
That brings up Cameron Bevel. Bevel popped out to Jeremiah Beckham. Beckham made a fantastic sliding catch right in front of the post 400 dugout in Bevel's last at bat. There's a ball outside. Another ball, 2-0. So Gould on second. Leads the inning off with a single. Bevel bats with 1 out. There's a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. Cameron's brother, Carson, played for post 400. Now plays college baseball for M State, Fergus Falls. Ball 3, 3-1. Hecker trying to work out of the 6th inning. There's a strike. Bevel thought he had ball 4. Trying to work a walk. Good 8-hitter. Little piranha here trying to get on base. Count full now to Cameron Bevel. Gould on second, the 3-2. There he got him, walked him. Hecker tried that corner. A visit here from the Jets coaching staff. So runners at first and second for the 400 Comets. 1-1 game. And Schluchter going to be the batter here with
Now at the bat, left fielder number 6, Grant Schluchter.
Grant Schluchter now steps in. Bevel at first, Gould at second. First pitch here from Hecker. It's in for a strike. Schluchter 0 for 1 with a walk. Trying to keep this inning going. 9-hitter. throws the second. Gould dives back in. 1 run, 5 hits for the Comets. 1 run, 4 hits for the Jets. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One-two pitch from Hecker upcoming. Time called. Here's the 1-2. Grounded back to second. Egan kicks it onto second. Perrault onto first. Safe. Would have had the double play. And grounded to Egan. Initially kicked it a little bit. Was able to get the ball to Perrault to get the runner at second.
Third baseman, number 3, Calvin Youngling.
Well, they get Bevel at second, but not quite in time to get Schluchter. So Schluchter reaches on a fielder's choice. Gould will move to third. Hecker throws over, 2 away now. Bevel retired 4-6. Ball high. So Jungling 1 for 2 tonight. Singled, struck out, and walked. Scored in the 5th inning. Hecker needing to work out of this jam. That's a strike, 1-1. Top of the 6th inning. Gould at third. Represents the go-ahead run. Schluchter over at first, reaches on the fielder's choice. Jungling the batter. Throwing hard still is Brady Hecker. 2 balls and a strike now. Perrault, Egan, Schultz due up for the Jets in the home half of the 6th. Brady trying to work out of this jam here. 2-1, grounded to short, fielded by Perrault, on to Egan. So Brady, Hecker, and the Jets work out of a jam at the end of 6 1/2. The score is tied 1-1.
The top bottom of the 6th. Shortstop, number 3, Andrew Perrault.
Bottom of the 6th, Perrault leads it off for the Fargo Jets. Tie game. Perrault 0 for 2. Swings and misses. No balls on a strike. So, bit of a nail biter here at Jack Williams. The second of 2 play-in games for the Class A East Division tournament. Perrault takes the ball outside. Teams met earlier this season. Jets winning both of them. As I said earlier, tough to beat a team 3 times. Perrault takes ball 2, skips away from Blanchette to the backstop. So Perrault, Schultz, and Egan this inning. Both pitchers have gone all the way. Perrault pops one into right field. Second baseman going out. Coming in, they run into each other, but catch is made. Burns going out. Bevel coming in. Burns makes the catch. Runs over Bevel. One away.
Now coming up to bat, second baseman, number 7, Ozzie Egan.
That'll bring up Egan. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in his last at bat. There's a strike. Ball high, 1-1. Oh, one away for the Jets here in the bottom of the 6th. Egan takes the ball, 2-1. Schultz on deck. Two-1 to Egan. Fouled back, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Winner here plays Wahpeton tomorrow, 5 p.m. Wahpeton the 2 seed. Fargo Jets the 7 seed. Comets the 10 seed. Egan chops it. And he beats it out. A little chopper down the third baseline. Jiskra scrambled after it, fielded the ball. Egan beats that one out by a half step, so infield single there for Egan.
Pinch runner, Mason Klein. Now coming up to bat, center fielder, number 26, Harper Schultz.
Now that'll bring up Schultz. Number 1, Mason Klein pinch runs for Egan. Schultz now bats. 1 away. Ball high. One ball, no strikes now. Harper Schultz bats. Got the go-ahead run on first. Throw over. Klein gets back. 1-0 pitch here to Schultz. Time called. Well, definitely been a good game here this evening. Back and forth. Lots of runners left on base. Schultz drives one to center field. That ball is going to get over the head of the center fielder. Klein stumbles coming around second. He's going to be waved in. Needs to get his ass moving there. Schultz triples the center field. Klein comes all the way around from first after almost stumbling around second base. And and then practically stopped running after he got around third. Nonetheless, Jets take a lead.
Now coming up the bat, DH number 17, Andy Hansen.
So Schultz delivers a triple, makes it 2-1. Brings up Hansen now with a runner at third, one out. Curveball from Jiska, high and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Inside, almost hit him. Now 2 balls and a strike. So timely hitting here for the Jets. Give them a 2-1 lead, threatening to add more. Fouled. 2-2. So Egan, with about a 32-foot at most infield single. Schultz triples. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pinch runner, Klein scores on the Schultz triple. Makes it a 2-1 game. Hansen now with a chance to add to the lead. Swung on and missed by Hansen. 2 away.
Now coming to bat for the Jets, your catcher, number 6, Jeremiah Beckham.
That'll bring up Beckham. 0 for 2. Looking to add to it. Maybe an insurance run there. And Schultz at third base. I anticipate seeing Brady Hecker to come out in the 7th. Popped up, drifting foul off the clubhouse and back into the stands. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Jeremiah Beckham. Oh, 2 pitch. There's a line drive into left center field. That ball's going to get down. Beckham's going to round first. He keeps on going. Throw is high. Oh, another piece of timely hitting for Jeremiah Beckham and the Jets. So Beckham, who has been hitting the ball well, his last week and a half, 2 weeks.
Christian Gomez.
A timely double there. Pushes Harper Schultz across, makes it 3-1 now for the Jets. And bring up Christian Gomez. That ball's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Alex Cassette will pinch run for Beckham. Courtesy run. That would be a courtesy runner. Fouled back now quickly. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 to Gomez. Curveball in for a strike. Gomez had an infield single back in the 3rd and scored. Drew a walk in his last at bat. 1-2 pitch. Down and in, 2-2. So some timely hitting here for the Jets in the bottom of the 6th inning. Infield single, a triple, and a double make it 3-1. 2-2 to Gomez. Swung on and missed. So that retires the Jets here to end the 6th inning.
3 hits and 2 runs. One left on base.
The end
Jets
of
length the lead, 3-1.
6 innings. It's 3-1 Jets.
Coming to bat for the Comets in the 7th inning. Shortstop, number 8, Josh Kandeski.
Tandeschi leads off here. Top of the 7th inning. Ball outside for Maibach. Maibach in on relief for Brady Hecker. Swung on and missed. So Hecker goes 6 innings. Pitcher of record at this point. Actually, he's replaced Ethan Eibach at first. Ball low, 2 balls and a strike. Hecker typically third baseman. Now at first. Foul back, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, Miller at third, Peralta at short, Egan at second, and Hecker at first. 2-2 pitch from Eibach. Grounded right to Hecker. We'll give that a test. Flips to Eibach, one away.
Now coming to the plate, center fielder, number 2, Alex Christopherson.
So right away, Brady Hecker tested there at first. Tosses it over to Ethan Eibach. Tandeschi down, 1 away. Brings up Christopherson. Two for 3 tonight. Single and a double. He's got 2 of the 5 hits here for the Comets. Christopherson does, including that RBI double back in the 5th. Takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Ethan Eibach on for relief of Brady Hecker. Popped up, back and out of play. Winner moves on. They get Wahpeton tomorrow at 5. That'll be here. 4 games here tomorrow. All broadcast here on Post 2 live stream. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Eibach. Ooh, just outside. 2 balls and a strike. Some cooperation with the radio station from Wahpeton and Valley City, so some of the games were cooperating with them. There's a strike, breaking ball. Patching their broadcast in through our live stream, so appreciate that cooperation. Of course, it brings some of the fans from those communities on as well. 2-2 pitch. Wow. Just outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ibach here works the count full. Strike 3 called. Christofferson down looking, 2 away. Comets now down to their last.
Now coming up to bat, second baseman, number 34, Jace Burns.
Last out, that'll bring up the designated, the cleanup hitter, Jace Burns, 34, second baseman. First pitch, a strike from Ibach. Be fitting here if we could get a put out at first. Ball inside, 1-1. Burns 0 for 2 and a walk tonight. 1-1 pitch. That ball's looped into left center. It's going to fall down. Schultz over to get it. Single here with 2 outs.
Now coming to bat, catcher number 7, Caleb Blanchette.
That'll bring up Caleb Blanchette. 0 for 3 tonight. Burns reaches first on the single. Jets got 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 6th. Comets got 1 in the 5th. There's a ball outside. No 1 ball, no strikes. So we stand at 3-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Tying run at the plate. There's a strike. Ethan Ibach in to relieve Brady Hecker. Brady pitched 6 innings. There's a ball, 2-1. Jack Gould on deck. He's collected a couple hits tonight. Here's the 2-1 from Ibach. That's low, 3-1. Runner at first, 3-1 pitch. Ball high. Well, tying run goes to first base. That'll bring up Jack Gould, 2 for 3 tonight.
Now coming to the plate for the Comets, DH, number 11, Jack Gould.
Gould with a couple singles and a strikeout. Going to have a pinch runner at first.
Courtesy runner, number 23, Zahir Miller.
Zahir Miller will run. Hecker not holding him. 3-1 here. Runner at second, runner at first, 2 away. There's a swing and a miss. Still a good crowd here tonight. Good crowds all afternoon. This kind of crosstown rivalry, I guess you call it. 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. Each team here trying to extend their season by at least another 2 games with a win tonight. 1-1 pitch from Ibach, fouled down the first base line. It's going to get into the bullpen, so now 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Ibach got the first couple outs. Burns singles, Blanchette walks. That brings up Gould here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3-1. Jets trying to hang on to this one. There's a strike 3 called. Jets are going to win this game That's a fantastic outing tonight for both teams, but the Jets
400 in the 7th inning, 1 hit.
able to hang on, get a couple runs late.
That's the game. Save goes to Ethan Ibach. And the win goes to the birthday boy today, Brady Hecker.
Winning pitcher, Brady Hecker.
Ibach, 23 pitches.
Ethan
The
Ibach
Jets
would
will play
be
Washington tomorrow
get a save there.
at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. here at Jack Williams. Thanks,
So,
Post 400, for coming over.
Post
to the
2
Jack,
will
and we'll
play
see you
tomorrow,
guys
5
later.
o'clock, and we'll talk to you then.